What's up, P2? We're gonna make another video of my car, and this isn't the normal oil change for your engine. This is a transmission fluid change, the ATF, and it just feels that, like, because I honestly don't know how much miles the ATF has, so I'm gonna just change it out. So if you come closely, these are the products I'm gonna be using, and I do have a minor transmission fluid leak. It's minor. It's not like super major, but like. And my transmission, it shifts fine, and like it doesn't slip or like it doesn't do hard shifting as it says. But the only thing it does have is a leak, so I'm gonna be using this Lucas transmission fix, and hopefully I'll notice a difference, not just by fixing the oil leak, but like it may like shift smoother or something. It says it prevents just deterioration of your gears. And then in this particular car, the 1988 Honda Civic, it uses this filter. That's the Wix filter, and then that's the number of it. And this is how it looks. I mean, I don't know if Filtran makes, the Wix makes this, but that's how it is. And if you get closer over here, like down there, I don't know if you guys can see very good. But like around there, that's the filter. That's the Wix filter. And then also this yellow thing, this is your dipstick for your transmission. Like I could just take it out right now, and you can see it right there. But I already have it jacked up with jack stand, so it may not read. So this is pretty much what I'm gonna use. And also the ATF I'm using, like I might get bashed on because like for Hondas they just say use specifically Hondas, but I don't know, like I think this works perfectly fine. So I only have 1/4 of this because it's left over from another car. And then I also bought these type of ATF, which is good as well. I mean, it's not a brand new car, so like it could take it. It's like another good product too. So that's pretty much it. And then this is where the drain plug is at. So this is the transmission. And then this bolt right there with like the square, that's the drain plug. So, and then let me just show you real quick. I think this is a 3/8, and all you do is just snap it in. Try to do it. Oh damn. That's pretty much it. You just snap it in. There you go. And then let me just get this loose. Hopefully I could do it with one hand because I'm laying down. Right, there we go. I got that shit loose. And now I'm gonna take it off. No cutscenes as you can see, so it's a little hard. You're okay, Marcus. Alright, slowly coming off. I only have one glove because not a problem. This is the only hand I'm gonna be using. Alright, so there you go, man. It's a little red, but like I still want to change it because God knows how long that's been in there. So sorry if it doesn't focus, but yeah, that's the fluid. This is the plug, OEM plug, so it doesn't have a magnet like the newer ones. Ugh. Pretty much it. I'm just draining it for now, and then I'll make another cut scene and show you how I replaced the oil filter. So right now it's still draining, so now comes the part where we take off the filter. So like how I showed you guys earlier, this is the filter, and like I don't know what these clamps are called, but I have these type of clamps. Like I don't need a screwdriver or like a thing or like a flathead. But like I pretty much, all I do is like just twist this off, and that's how it gets loose. So I'm gonna do that. They'll have another one down here. Hopefully I could take it off just with my hand. Let me see. Alright, there we go. Slowly dripping out. Might have to loosen that more. Let me see. Alright, so this is the filter I was talking about. Oh, yeah, it is a Wix. It just has a sticker and that says Filtran. Think I should really be getting this with the glove because now my hands are dirty. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have the pan under there, but this is the old filter, and then this is the new one. So it's a Wix. It doesn't have the Wix filter, but there goes the number. And then these have magnets inside of it, and I think one of these filters goes like for $20 at O'Reilly's. And so yeah, it was simple as that. You just take those clamps off, put this back on, re-tighten it, and you should be fine. I just want to point out to make sure that it's on, that the hose goes all the way to the base, because I had a problem one time where I got stranded, and it wasn't my job, but like whoever did it last didn't put it, and then that hose slipped off, and then I was just driving, you know, minding my own business, and then I didn't have ATF, so I don't know if this has ever happened to anyone, but if you don't have the transmission fluid, your engine is still running, but you don't go anywhere, so like, it's kind of like you're in neutral. So yeah, that's what happened, so just keep that in mind. Put these all the way to the base, re-tighten it, and you should be fine. Have here, we already we put it back down because we put the drain bowl back on, and it has a crush washer. I want to remind that the transmission, it doesn't have an oil pan. The bowl just goes onto the transmission, so it's aluminum. So I don't know the exact torque. That's why I use a crush washer, because it's already crushed, so it's on there. You do not want to mess up the threads on an aluminum transmission. So, and we already put back the new transmission filter. I don't know if you can see that down there, but there it goes. That's the new one. And then I got one of these funnels, the thin, long ones. And then for you could go down there. And I have the original 1988 Civic manual. And over here, I'm gonna turn to the page where it's where the automatic transmission is at. My car is the automatics, and this is the video I'm making, so you could just focus the letters on that, and then it has a small image of, this is the dipstick. So I think the dipstick is down here. Let me just show you guys. Hopefully you guys can see that. So the very bottom of those lines is the low part, and then the top of that line is the upper part. So I always try to put it at the top part. So if you could just focus it down here more, you guys could read that. And then so yeah, and then this is the amount of fluid you have to have, which is 2.4 liters or 2.5 US quarts, and that's all to it. So what we're gonna do here, just set this aside, what we're going to do here, since I am going to be using this stop leak, this says it says right here, smaller transmissions, compact or subcompact vehicle use 12 ounces. And if you see closely right there, it says 24 ounces. So I'm going to use half of this. And I honestly don't know how I'm going to measure this, but I'm just going to estimate it, which is going to be really tough. So this is pretty much to it. I took off the cap right now, and I'll let you guys see how thick it is. It's kind of thick, so just come in closely, and I'm going to just pour some in. So yeah, you can see on the walls of that funnel, like you can see how thick it is. So yeah, I mean, it looks nice. Some people might say like, oh, you shouldn't use oil additives and transmissions and all that. I don't endorse it either, but I do have a small leak, and like, I mean, Lucas makes good products. It claims to be true what they say. So I mean, and I don't doubt that this would I mean, I doubt that this would do any harm to my transmission. Well, I hope not, but I'm not too sure if that's been 24 ounces, but let me just check. It's kind of hard, but nah, it needs a little more. And then it says that you should do this on the engine that's idling, but I'm not gonna do that because my transmission is already warm, so it'll just melt in there. So just squeeze it a little more, and that's all. That's all it needs. So just give it some time to settle down. So that's pretty much it. So that's about 12 ounces. So that is like, I don't know how much exactly, but it's like around 1/3. Just estimating, that's not, I can do the math, but I'll need some time. So I'll let that flow down. And I also have this right here, the full synthetic. I actually, in my cars, I switched all my fluids to full synthetic. So another reason why I'm doing this. So yeah, full synthetic, max life, multi-vehicle. And then if you look up here, like I just want you guys to focus on that. It says Hondas and Acura, ATF, Z1, except CVT. So like, this is perfectly fine. On this one too, I mean, luckily my car is old, so like it could take the, like, you don't have to have like the newest fluids, and this works perfectly fine because I forgot where it says, but I think the manual does say Dextron 3. I just remembered. So back here it says automatic transmission. This is an additional information. It says right there Dextron 2. Well, it says Dextron 2, but I'm pretty sure that works. It'll get the job done as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're pretty much done here. I just have to add the fluids, turn it on. Before you go any, like, you drive it for distance, you want to make sure that you don't have any leaks, and then that the transmission fluid circulates throughout the transmission, then you will be fine. So that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Hopefully I don't get hate for this because I'm not using Honda ATF, but it shouldn't be a problem. It's already an old car, so we should be good. Alright, thank you YouTube. Thank you Marcos for filmography.
You're welcome.
Alright, thank you. Make sure to subscribe to his channel. He makes good music, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Alright, so I just want to point out a few things if I haven't said so. Before you even move the car, just like turn it on with the e-brake, put your foot on the brake, and like just shift it into each gear for like 30 seconds, and then you should be good afterwards. But yeah, I already took it out for a drive. My first impressions are it's smooth. I taken it on the freeway, and yeah, like, it's good. I mean, honestly you don't feel a difference, but it's much smoother, but that's most likely from it being just new ATF. And well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't say much else. Honestly, like, besides a small leak, I wanted to see how the Lucas would perform in a perfectly working automatic transmission, and well, so far so good. There's no, people say like, oh, you shouldn't use additives, and I'm with them too. Like, you shouldn't use additives because you honestly do not need them, but I just wanted to try it out just out of curiosity. So yep, that's my 2 cents. Everything is working good for me, and I thank you guys for watching this video, and thanks for watching.